back to another episode of Let's Play Earthbound Mother 2. I'm your host, the RPG guy. Whew, and it's been a while. Yeah, that last set of show runs went pretty deep, I think, to the point where I was going insane. Oh man, but it's good to be back. Good to be back. Now we're in the Lost Underworld, slowly making our way to the final sanctuary location. However, there's a lot of little places to stop all along the route before we actually get there, amongst other things. As you can see, I'm not necessarily avoiding enemies. There just doesn't happen to be any enemies spawning near me. The blue dinosaurs are the ones you really don't want to fight unless you have to. Even at a high level, they can be kind of nasty. And there's a Horn of Life. We'll take that. We're going to head all the way north for yet again another chest. This place is riddled with good little items, so kind of sad if you didn't take that into some kind of serious. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. What I want to do is I want to move the Tendocrat over to Pooh or Jeff. Well, we'll put it on Paula actually, just for the time being. Bring it, you ugly sack of horse crap. Luckily, we won't have to fight too many dinosaurs through this area. We'll just murder them with extreme prejudice. Get some, Barney! This actually might kill it outright right here between these two cats. Yep. No, actually didn't. There we go. So just 2 ice spells and a hit from Jeff or Ness should be enough to kill him off. The wet nosaur, or whatever the fuck it's called. They're pretty much the easy dinosaurs to kill, but they're the least rewarding, obviously, if you're trying to level up. Since we did so much leveling up earlier, we definitely don't need to dick around with it too much. The sea pendant can go on someone who doesn't necessarily have it. Rain, Pooh's got that, so let's put the sea pendant on Paula. And there's actually a good rationale for this. Whoops! Alright, let's go down. There's another wet nosasaur, or whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. But we will promptly avoid him. And head up this way to another tiny little chest. It's so tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. And get in there, you bastard. There we go. There's a guts capsule. We'll use that right away on Ness, because there's no reason to hold on to status boosting items. Alright. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think that covers all the items, excluding one, a very important one. But we don't have to get that one right at this moment. We're coming up to this village here. This Tenda village. Another Tenda village, rather. Get in there, you. Damn right we do. There we go. And at least that smell is gone. Now we have access to this, so let's talk to the stone first. And we get full recovery. I want to take notes. Ready? No, I'm not taking notes. Your destiny is not only yours, it's the destiny of the whole universe, and even then, the multiverse. All of you in the universe will overlap each other. I told you, the multiverse! It's not necessary to understand now. Do you remember Giant Step and Won It? Okay, yeah, I remember. It allows you to realize all your skills. There was a monster that protected it. The monster was influenced by the power of that place. You must have beaten those monsters. You must reach all of the 8 power spots in the world. When the soundstone records the melodies of all 8 power spots, you can finally see your world. I'll tell you all of the power spots. This is why you need notes. If you've missed any of these, as you saw in a couple episodes ago, we got the ones in Dahlem, and we got the one in Foresight, and those are skippable completely until this point of the game, where he tells you where they all are. You could have even skipped the one, like, for example, in Peaceful Rest Valley, you could have skipped that one altogether and not gone in that tunnel with, and just continued the game on as if nothing happened. There are people who do playthroughs that way. That way they can go into those places and pretty much one-shot everything. I don't really see why they do it, but they do. And that fire spring, I believe, is the last one. Will come the time when the destiny of you and the whole universe will overlap. It is fast approaching. Indeed, indeed! And if you ever are wondering what you've got, and you need to know which ones you have, you can always check here. I'm not going to listen to that now. But that, as you can see, we've gotten them all except up to this point. Of course it was easier. Aigo loves this game, so hi, may I help you? Now what you need to know is that there is a how do I explain this without it sounding awkward? There is some good stuff here, but what you need to know, the most important thing you need to know, is that you're not going to be able to... There's an ATM here who, like in Deep Darkness, the same penalty applies. If you use the guy who pretends to be the ATM, no matter how much you take out, he's going to take the same amount out and keep himself. So it ends up costing double. If you take out 10 grand, it really costs you 20 grand in all just to take that 10 grand out. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to buy as much as we can. We do have some things to sell, so it's not like we're going to be completely broke after getting this all sorted out. Yes, buy my Hall of Fame bat. We also have another bat for him to buy, too. We're going to get, what do we got, 4 grand? Well, we're going to pick up the Holy Frying Pan, may as well. But Paula never uses melee. I know, but money is not an option, not a problem at this juncture. From 124 to 164. It's been a long time since we've bought her anything. I feel guilty when I don't buy her stuff. Let's go ahead and sell. I know we have the Big League bat we can get rid of. And I think we even have... Now, the item I put, the flame pendant, we want to keep that item. So I don't want to sell the flame pendant that Paulo's holding on to at this moment. What I do want to sell, I think... We're good. Oh, no, that's fine. Multi... Bottle rocket. Luxury jerky. The rabbit's foot I could probably sell. I don't really need the rabbit's foot. We can sell the defense spray. It's not going to offer us much at this juncture of the game. That's why it's worth nothing. And we'll sell the rabbit's foot too. I don't see myself using it. So we'll sell the rabbit's foot. Yeah. Which isn't much, we know. It's never much. And I don't think we have enough to buy that last lucky coin. Shiny coin, rather. It's 4 grand. So we're a little short, so what we can do is instead of having to leave town... Well, I'm going to have to leave town anyway, I think, with Jeff's current... What has he got? 1, 2, 3 multi-bottle rockets. You could use a 4th one. You know, I don't even think we need to do that. So let's just do this. Let's go here. What's Jeff got on him? The Talisman coin and the Saturn Ribbon and Souvenir coin are not as good as the Talisman coin. So let's remove this. And we'll sell it. And that should give us the money we need. Yeah, Talisman coin for the... Yeah. And that should give us the rest of what we need. Shiny coin. Shiny! You brought me the shiny! Of course we do. So that's really good. Okay. Yeah, sure. So that should bring Jeff close to 182. He's actually got better defense than Ness right now. Which is fine. That's not a big deal. Okay, let's get moving here. Where Pooh still has the lowest defense, but that's going to change very, very, very soon. I don't think there's really anything else to really do here. I believe we can go... damn it. If we need to... Yeah. So we can go and pick up more bottle rockets if we need to, and I think I really want to do that. So let's do that now that we've made it this far. How much money do I have? I don't have enough for bottle rockets, so that makes sense. Let's go ahead and teleport Beta to deep... No, not deep darkness. Like I said, I don't have enough money. Let's go to... Doesn't really matter. Any place is fine. Any place with an ATM that's nearby. And we're going to get one more multi-bottle rocket. I feel more comfortable having at least 4. So, and, you know, even in this juncture, it may even be a wise idea to take 5 and just max Jeff's inventory out almost entirely with multi-bottle rockets. We're going to be using at least 2 of them very, very soon here. So that's the other part. And we're so rolling in dough, it's not going to matter. We're going to take out... What is that? Oh my god, that's $240,000. Let's go ahead and take out... Fuck, we'll just take out 10 grand and and I'll take out the little leftover there. 478. Yeah, because money's not a fucking not a problem anymore. Alright. With that said and done, we'll teleport to deep darkness. And pick up that multi-bottle rocket. If not 2. And make sure for Jeff that we have you want to make sure you have the neutralizer on him, especially for what's coming up. It's a better deal for the things that will be happening here soon. And we have room. Yeah, we have room for 2 multi-bottle rockets. We're going to get 2 and be done with it. And let's see. We're about to get another weapon for Jeff. I don't know if it's better. I don't remember if it's better than what he has or if it's just a slight upgrade. But I know that antenna that I was trying to get in the previous episode, that was really the winning, you know, weapon to get Jeff. But here's the thing. Jeff is so powerful right now just because of all the leveling up that went into trying to get that other item, that item drop. It's just trivial at this point. It's just getting it to get it. And there's no achievements for this game. Even in the... I don't even think... Yeah, there's no achievements for this game, number 1. And number 2, that would be a pretty lame achievement to try to get to, especially if it wasn't dropping on its own. I got the Sword of Kings, and that's really the only one that's actually that really important to try to get, because it's Pooh's only chance for a weapon in this game that doesn't have a negative effect. Alright, so now we're back here in the underground. I'm going to try and see if we can get Pooh's psychic points healed up in here. I want to say it's one of these 2 guys. No, it's not him. We got a lot of money though, but we already talked to him. The guy in the upper left corner, I believe, is the ATM guy, so if you just are that lazy, like I can be on occasion, then that's the guy you want to talk to. Yeah. You can have $400. Fuck it. I am not a picky person. Okay, so we've rested. We'll save because we just did a whole bunch of inventory shit. I'd hate to have to do that again. Yeah. Sorry, I get excited when I see that. All done. You're doing the same. Hitting the hammer. Yeah. And we'll check Ness's stats to see if he needs to call home. Stay as if he's homesick. He's not, so we'll continue forth. Alright, so there's one last item for us to get. And this is the final piece of gear for Pooh. You can actually see the chest now. It's to the south of us. There's a cave up here, and I'll go check it out for you guys so you can see. But there's really nothing in the cave that we can do right now. I don't even know why they put it here, other than to give you a perspective of where in the game this place is. But there's really no relevance to this area, other than giving you an idea that it's as deep into the earth as the Lost Underworld is. So, if that means anything to anybody or holds any significance to anybody, cool. But it's nothing in my mind, and the way that I understand its game is just to give you an idea of where that area is when we get there, because we're gonna get there through different means or different method. And we get the Cloak of Kings, the final item for Pooh. So let's go ahead and give it to him. And let's equip it. It's the Bade piece, and that brings his defense up on par with Jeff and everyone else. Pretty much everyone else. Though Jeff is a little stronger. From what, though? What has he got that the other characters don't have? Ah, the Pixie's bracelet. That's what it is. And everybody else is still wearing diamond bands. We're going to actually make a switch here. Give me 1 second, guys. We're going to switch it out with Ness. There's a reason for this. And I'd just rather do it now than forget to do at least this later. Where's that diamond band? There it is. For those of you who've played this game before, you know exactly why I'm going about this. This is a little premature to do, but I'm doing it now because I know I want to do this before I forget, because chances are I will forget. There we go. Yeah, look at that. 192 instead of what Jeff... This will bring Jeff to 175, which is fine. I'd rather him be a little weaker there on the defensive side. Ness really needs it. And that covers all the items, I believe, for the underground area. There's a phone there which we will use, because it does take some time to actually walk through this place. You noticed? And we haven't really run into any battles. We're just walking through it. I don't want to have to walk through it again. So we'll do one more quick save. And then to the left of us is our next dungeon. It's pretty much for us to get to the next, the next sanctuary location. So we're actually pretty close to it right now. We may have to fight one enemy or so along the way, but we'll deal with it when we deal with it. All right, doodaloo, there it is. The fire spring. I'm on fire! Now, first impression is this is actually, in my opinion, one of the, not the more complicated dungeons. It just happens to be, things are spread out in a weird way. So you just have to keep track of what you're doing, and then you'll be fine. So use the speed castle on Ness as well. If anybody needs stat boosting, it's always Ness in those regards. And I guess we'll head up first. Now, a lot of these enemies here, surprised we got a sneak up on that. They're obviously weak to ice, so ice magic is your friend here, but it doesn't mean you need to go balls deep. Never use anything, I think, more than a gamma, and I don't remember these enemies nearly as much, primarily because I did power through this place, though the hardest boss, in my opinion, in this game is here. The Sanctuary boss here is pretty beastly, so when working your way through here, just make sure you don't spend too much psychic points, because you're going to regret not having enough for the boss fight. And it's the only boss fight in this game that's really multi-stage. Everything else is, for the most part, has been pretty straightforward, I would think. And so, yeah, that's just something to think about. Major psychic psychopath, huh? Let's use that there. And we'll use the big one on him, just because I know he's going to be rough. Now, there is a butterfly room, like in many of these sanctuary dungeons. There's always that one room where a butterfly can constantly respawn. That does happen. It is available. It's about at the halfway point of this dungeon. And though the dungeon is not large or vast, you know, if you've ever seen a map of this place or something, it's not a very vast dungeon. It's just got a lot of places that go everywhere. This dungeon is just vast in that regard. And the other thing is that these enemies are nasty, as you can see. Jeff's going to go down right now. Ouch. Ah, damn it. And I'm not going to be able to save him in time. So let's just try to end this battle as fast as we can. That way we can get him up. Pooh can resurrect now. A lot of people forget that. And let me rephrase. I may have even been as blunt enough to have forgotten. Yeah, take that, psycho. Ness is taking a massive amount of damage, too. That should end the battle. There we go. Whew. Yeah, it's just these enemies use a lot of fire attacks, and because they use a lot of fire attacks, they're going to do a lot of fire damage. And there's really not a lot of ways to get around that. Well, poo level, that's always nice. Okay, I need to figure out how we got gear set up here. Sea pendant, rain pendant. Okay, so Pooh should be able to resurrect Jeff with this. There you go. See? Look at that. The only catch is it's very costly on the MP, on the psychic points. So you may be hesitant to using that right away. There we go. Oh man. Woo! That drained me pretty good. One thing we can do, however, is, and I'll try to remember to do this later, I think. Let me see here. Oh, wait a minute, what the hell? Let's give this to Jeff for right now, then. Because the rain pendant's not doing shit for him. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let's grab this. And there's a butterfly back there, too. Or nope, there's a monster. Couldn't tell. And oh, these are the evil elementals. Yuck. Okay, evil elementals, you just want to hit them as hard as you can, as quickly as you can. They can put the ghost effect on you, the possessed effect, rather. And that's, again, something else you just don't really want to get hit by. Any DX... Ooh, wait. No, it's solidified, but maybe it's not water that he's weak against. Okay, it's definitely not ice attacks. Luckily, he's solidified, so I can recover, in a sense. Let's try that instead. Bash with Pooh. I don't want to waste any more of his psychic points, and he's dead anyway. So, actually, all melee attacks on him would have just probably killed him outright. So I'll just remember to do that next time I fight it. I don't remember every enemy. That's definitely one of the ones I don't remember. Alright, and... oh shit, there's another enemy! God damn! They're everywhere! And it's one of these guys. Okay, so let's just hit them hard. I've got lots of brain food lunches on me and a bottle of DX water, so... yeah, we'll be okay for a while. Yeah. I forget the soul-consuming flames are... They're kind of squishy in comparison. So, yeah, they're squishy. The harder enemies are the two psychos, and those guys are usually the worst. I don't recollect there being another enemy in here. I'm sure there is. I just can't think of who they are off the top of my head. One of the other things I want to do is I want to give the Cup of Life noodles. I want to give one to Paula, and I'm going to give the Horn of Life to someone as well. I'll give that to Pooh. He doesn't have a resurrection item except for a Cup of Life noodles. I'm trying to empty out some of Ness's unneeded. He's got the secret herb in there, which should be fine for the most part. Alright. Now we gotta head all the way back to the front area of this dungeon. Woo! I guess we also don't need to fight that much, so I'll try to avoid fighting when I can. For the sake of saving MP and whatnot. But let's go ahead and gang rate this. Actually, I got a better idea. Since I have brain food lunches on me, let's do this. Three-way beating. Use a big strong freeze on the major psychic psycho, which didn't do as much as I was kind of hoping for. But luckily, oh, you're out of here. Yeah, that's right. Fuck off, little bastard. And Jeff levels up. Woo! I love those sneak up battles, man. Okay, Oh my god, another sneak up battle. Alright, you don't need to see this. You guys have already seen these. Alright, let's get moving. As we are gonna get stuck in a kind of a... Oh no, just a single battle, I guess. And we're moving. Trying to avoid that battle way over there on the right, which we lucked out on. So we make our way right. In we go. And across we go. I was trying to get in on that guy before he could really turn around. And it's just one of these. Alright. He wasn't too difficult. Uh-oh. He's not going to let me go free. And we're walking. And we're opening. A Cherub's Band. I think that's slightly better than the Pixie Bracelet. It is. And then we'll give this Pixie Bracelet back to Jeff. Or actually, we could give it to Paula. Yeah, we'll give it to Paula. Jeff doesn't really need it as much, since Jeff's HP is mostly higher. That'll put her up to 92. Then again, you know what? She's got the Saturn ribbon, so well, you know what? We will give it to Jeff, because Jeff's hurting. Jeff really does need it more than the others do. Whoops. He's full, isn't he? So let's see here. What's he carrying too much of? The luxury jerky, the rain pendant. We'll give the rain pendant to Paula, since she's got the sea pendant on. I have plans for that sea pendant in due course. And there we go. That brings him up to 86. So Pooh still has... Okay, Jeff still has the worst defense, but only by 1. And Paula's defense still leaves something to be desired. But she's still in a better place than she would be without that item. Alright, let's head back. So we're forced into another fight. Alright, let's get moving as I'm attacked yet again. And we're walking. Okay, so here we go. What you need to know, and what I'm trying to do is avoid that, or at least narrow it down to one fire enemy, but that's not happening. We're actually coming up to the butterfly room right now. So we've used a lot of psychic points. I guess it doesn't matter if I'm coming up to that room, right? So, and surprisingly, it really doesn't matter when I'm going to fight one, which is one of these guys, which one round of melee attacks from this group is more than enough to kill it. Ooh! Ooh, that going to leave a mark. And we'll enter the butterfly room. The butterfly room, again, is a great place to recover all psychic points lost. I would recommend using your strongest healing magic, in our case, Nessa's Healing Omega. And as you can see, there's nothing in here, but if I keep exiting and entering, a butterfly will show up. So in turn, let's Omega heal. And I'm going to do this off camera, but I am going to recover all of our hit points. We'll be right back. Alright, so we're fully healed and got all of our psychic points back. That's why I love those butterfly rooms. Alright, and we've got another chest to grab here after I kill these fools. I don't think... Yeah, they're the same enemy as before. Aw, yeah. Get a Horn of Life. Sweet. Not that we really need a Horn of Life. We've kind of been doing pretty good on Horns of Life. I believe there's only one more item to grab, and I'm just trying to negotiate this a little more in my favor. Not that I really need to do that, but you know, I'm trying not to over level, but it's like it's a little late for that. Oh, and a new enemy, so I may as well show our new enemy. Usually what I do with this guy is I use my strongest ice attack on the Psychic Psycho, which was similar to what we fought before, but the goal that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to kill the evil elemental and prevent the Psychic Psycho from getting it attacking, because he could use Fire Beta, and I think he can use Fire Gamma, which would also equally not be good. So just preventing him from having it turn altogether equals win. So that's what we're trying to do. Because bashing and magic, they do about the same amount of damage for Pooh, so there's no point in him using freeze unless it's to, you know, solidify the enemy, but we did some good damage there. Alright. Sweet. Okay. May as well get a jump on that. Well, didn't quite, but oh well. Alright, let's get moving here. Gotta somehow make it to that rope, which is... I'm gonna clear out this whole floor of bad guys while I try to make it to that rope. Oh man, so Paula got possessed, so we'll have to deal with that accordingly, but it shouldn't be too... It shouldn't really change too much of what I'm trying to do. It'll just prevent Paula once in a while from casting, which isn't gonna ruin my day necessarily. It really shouldn't be too detrimental, but it does suck. As opposed to blow it. I'd rather it blow, but you know, we're almost through here, and I'd hate to have to leave just to remove something as trivial-esque as possession. It's not that it's trivial, it's just not it's not a big deal that I have to deal with possession. So when the enemy hit me with an AoE attack, it actually hit and killed the tiny little ghosts. So that worked out. I totally didn't even... you know, I never actually had a ghost murdered before, so that was definitely new. And we get the moonbeam. The moonbeam. Moonbeam. We're going to give that to Jeff and just see if it's better than what he's got. I believe it is, but sometimes you just don't know. Yeah, it's better. We'll put that on Jeff. His old weapon can be sold, I believe, and if not, we'll just store it. But for right now, we'll get it out of his inventory because he's just carrying too much stuff. It's not fair. So we'll give it to Paula, who has room. Alright. And one more door to really go through, and then we'll be out of here. Well, we'll be fighting the boss that leads to getting out of here. So let's get to it. And we're off to fight more enemies. Alright. And here we go. Last little random encounter, hopefully. Alright, we're as ready can be. Oh, I thought it was the last one. One more. Alright, let's do this. We're all healed up. Jeff, Scott, and Paula both have anti-fire gear. Let's see what they got equipped. Okay, yeah, they're good. They're good. They're good. They're good. They're good. 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 It's good. Let's do this. But it's mine now. Take it from me if you dare. Well, I do dare. I just don't double dare. It's not the right time for that game show to come back, make its comeback. Alright, what you need to know about the Carbon Dog is this. It has a reflective damage shield. Okay, so really what you want to do with Ness is he's actually vulnerable to flash. So you may as well try to get him outright. He's not immune. He can't reflect magic, so you may want to do that. Have Jeff defend or use a healing item, which he has one luxury jerky. Yeah, the other option too is we could use the neutralizer, but you're gonna have to use it again when you fight the second stage of this boss. So either way you do this, you know, you're gonna use it in this round. It doesn't really matter as long as you kill the Carbon Dog with magic or you've removed its shield. The catch is, though, like I said, the creature that comes next will reflect any leftover damage from the Carbon Dog onto you. So if you use one of Jeff's multi-bottle rockets, for example, it gets kind of ugly. And that obviously didn't help me all that much. But now we can start bashing it to the ground if we so choose. You can also insta-gib it, I think, with the flash attack, but that doesn't happen very often. To the point where you can see I'm not really going to bother attempting it. But at least Jeff should be able to attack it now without fear without backfiring. But just don't use a bottle rocket, especially a multi-bottle rocket, because it could insta-gib half your party with it. And that would just really suck. No! We could try flashing him again and see if we go for the kill. Like I said, if the kill goes off without a hitch, we'll defend in this case because we don't want to be backfired. Yeah. Okay, so now he's switching here. So I'm actually glad. And I think this dog's immune to the... Yeah, it's not going to work on Diamond Dog. Now, Diamond Dog has the same kind of shield going for him. So we're going to defend with Ness. We're going to use magic attacks. Jeff's going to use his neutralizer. And Pooh is going to use that. Starstorm isn't really that much better. Now, as you can see, his weakness to ice has obviously diminished. But we can solidify him with strong ice attacks. That's why it's still worth trying. And I'm going to do a round of melee attacks on him just to make sure that that shield's gone. Because you really don't want to get hit by it. So we'll freeze him again. We'll use Jeff's shoot as well. Next round, if his shield's gone and he doesn't put a new one up, we're going to hit him with a multi-bottle rocket, possibly ending the battle. Get some. We didn't freeze him this round. He can also, so he could try to diamondize us too. That's not a good thing either. Woo. This could be bad. Yep, there we go. I said it. This could be bad. Bash. Paula should have a couple of life noodles. We'll pop that on there. Jeff. Let's use a multi-bottle rocket. Eat this dog breath. Euthanasia. Ended that bitch. Ended him hard. And everybody's probably at a level. So that's really that battle. When you get diamondized, just make sure you have the means to protect yourself. If somebody goes down, obviously you can see I picked. You want to make sure you can try to get them off the ground before the battle's won, because that's a lot of good XP. But it's really getting rid of that shield. Now, before you might be tempted to run right in there. Don't. I'm not going to repeat myself. Don't run in there. First things first. Let's change out some of Paula's gear to change that to the rain pendant. And we'll pass this over to Ness. Where is it? The sea pendant. What I'm doing with Ness is I am giving him the best of the best that I've got. The sea pendant is better than the night pendant in the sense that, let's go to the goods here. The sea pendant, I think, is the best of the pendants. Must be equipped on your body. It protects you from fire, freeze, and flash attacks. Yeah, so this is definitely what we want on Ness. And for right now, we'll move the night pendant over to Paula for temporary holding. For Ness as well, what does he not need coming up? The Hand-Aid is a full heal item, so that's something he'll want. He doesn't need the Horn of Life, or we'll leave him the Secret Herb, because the Secret Herb will remove any status effects that he has that cannot be removed through spell casting. And actually, really, his healing is... No, he doesn't actually even need that. Let's dump the Secret Herb to someone. Go to Jeff. And for Pooh, we'll pass over some Braffouage to heal and, more importantly, recover psychic points. We'll also give him a truffle as well. We don't want to overfill his inventory, though. Actually, you know what? Between health and the brain food lunch... Yeah, let's give him another brain food lunch. And we'll be done with it. We won't give him any... He shouldn't need anything else. I mean, we could give him... Now, we don't need to give him the bags of Dragonite either. The 2 bags of Dragonite that he has should be sufficient. I believe we're going to get 1 more of those anyway. So it just makes sense to not worry about it in that regard. I think Ness is as good. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to pass the Hand-Aid over. I don't know. Let's give it to Pooh right now. That whole big healing thing is very tempting, but there's a reason for this. And it has to do with making sure I have enough inventory space for the things I actually need. So you know what I'll also do too? I'm thinking I'll give one of the brain food lunches back. See, now I'm debating in my head, do I want to do that? No, we're good. We're going to take what we got. Debating in my head what I want to take. Yeah, we're good. We are just dandy. Okay. And finally, the final sanctuary location has been found. Found, I tell you! And in turn, we're going to have this neat little scene, I'm sure, of all of the sanctuary stuff that we've done so far. Nest Soundstone recorded the melody of the fire spring. Ooh. So there they all are. And there it is. And now you're wondering, why did I set Ness up the way I did? You're about to see. Ness will be soon on his own. For just a very brief moment. But tensions get high when your characters who have been in a group for a while are all of a sudden by themselves. Is he going to the hilltop where Alex is and the Dragon Master Dine's tomb is? And it makes me wonder. Home sweet home. Wait a minute, I'm a ghost! A ghost! Hey, bitch is tiny. Must be a memory. A distant, distant memory. Hey, look at that. Fresh baby meat. Oh, wait. Never mind. That's Ness. That's the right name for him. Ness. He smiled just from hearing his own name. He's an idiot. What a stupid baby. Yeah, bitch won't be jealous until you notice the dog trying to eat the child out of there. Let's celebrate with some steak. Like the end of that really bad third X-Men movie, right? When Magneto makes the little metallic chest piece quiver a bit. And as part of the staple of most of an Earthbound game, or at least what we assume becomes a staple, we are definitely in a very unique place. Where is this place? And these you created Magicent, the realm of your mind. In Magicent, there's beauty, kindness, sorrow, and hatred, and of course, beer! So Eden sits at the center of those feelings. It takes you to the truth about yourself. Ooh, and talking to people changes the mood of this place. And of Magicent. Other people can't get close to it. It's a strange place. Yes. We can store things we do not need at this juncture. Like the ATM card of all things. You really don't need it right now. Oh, she's not going to take it. That's right. Yeah. I guess I could have given it over earlier, but there's no reason to have it here. Alright, so that concludes our episode. On the next episode of Let's Play Mother 2 Earthbound, we traverse through the ever-colorfully changing world of Magicent. We'll see you there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe, Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.